Okay, in our last video we made a nested animation. We made Iron Man's torso into a symbol. In that symbol we added all his other parts to the animation. So it's a nested animation that we can move across this larger timeline. How do I re-access that animation? If I want to make changes to the Iron Man animation, I can double click him and brings me back into his timeline so I can change his arms or legs or whatever. And then to get back to the main scene, I click scene 1 up here. Alright, right now, even though the nested animation is 2 seconds, the main animation is only 1 frame. Well, we want to make this, I'll make mine a 6-second video or animation. And 6 times 24 is 144. So we can go to the 144th frame, click the top one, shift click the bottom one, and right click insert frame. That will repeat those frames all the way across. So the background and Iron Man are there for the whole time. You can also insert frames 1 layer at a time if you want. Good. Now I'm going back to frame 1. I'm going to my Iron Man layer. I want him to start small up here and move across, fly across here, and get larger and then go off the screen. So before I do that, I have to position him where I want him and the size I want him. Now I'm going to start right here. This may take some adjustments, but we'll give it a try. We'll see if we start here, and then we'll move them across, up and around, off the screen. Okay, so now now I got them ready, I can right click, create motion tween, and I'm going to go to my final frame, bring them over here, and make them a lot bigger. I'm on the free transform up here, so I can make them a lot bigger. Hold the shift key down, maintain proportion, and make that character bigger. Now it's going to take some adjusting, but I'm going to see how it looks so far. I can go to Control, Test Movie, and Animate. So actually it's not too bad. I sort of pumped his hand a little too much. Maybe I didn't need exactly that one. Not too bad. Good. Now I could zoom in here, hold the space bar, and I can grab my pathway, click on the pathway, and add an ease to that so it's not always the same pace, so it speeds up or slows down. Okay. I can also go to my convert, under my pen tools, convert anchor point. So I can click the end and put a little curve on this so it comes out more of a natural curve instead of just straight across. He sort of curves out and comes back. And hold the space bar. I can go to the end, click on that with the convert anchor tool and do the same thing. Alright. So I put an ease on, and then I curved his flight path a little bit to make it feel a little more natural. I can go to Control, Test Movie, and Animate just to see if that looks better, if that looks good. Yeah, so he goes out and comes back in a little bit. Nope, looks like it took him a little too high. Let me start. Let me move that, click on that path, and move that whole thing down a little bit more. Okay. Control, Test Movie, and Animate. So there we are. So Iron Man comes through there, he slows down a little at the end so we can really see who he is. Now I see his hands sort of left over there. So what I can also do, I can go to my last frame, and I don't want his hand to go off there. So I need to move him over just a little bit more here. And to make sure his hand doesn't go there, I'm actually going to put a little bit of a rotation on it, and that will look a little more natural too. So go to the free transform. Let me make sure I'm selecting just my character, not the path. Then go to free transform and rotate him maybe this way a little bit so if his arm comes up, it does not go back on the screen. Let's check that. Control, test movie, and animate. So he's rotating, feels a little more natural, feels pretty cool.